My friends, I want to tell you all that my other YouTube channel, Pop Culture KO, is back, and I'm asking you to please subscribe. Pop Culture KO is a channel where I play around and experiment with things that I can't do on my main channel here because the algorithm discourages innovation and trying out new formats. Pop Culture KO is more eclectic, with reviews, commentary, comedy bits, and videos starring Harvey, the Skull of Calderon, and even Omnivac himself. Go to youtube.com/popcultureko or youtube.com/theharveyzone and subscribe today. I just posted some new videos and more are on the way. Thanks for watching, and now, on with the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I'm here today to laugh my armored ass off at Disney, for they publicly screwed themselves with a damning confession, and most people didn't even notice. Folks, there's nothing quite as funny and quite as painful as an own goal, where you stupidly run the ball into the wrong end zone or shoot the basketball into the wrong hoop. It happens, and it's always a sports highlight moment that gets endlessly replayed, and you rightly become a laughingstock for being a puss, a schmuck, a schlomazel. That's exactly what Disney did in their desperation to paint The Acolyte as a smash hit with their 2-episode premiere. Disney guards their ratings very carefully, just as they manage what information gets out about their subscriber numbers. It's rare when you catch a legitimate glimpse of how badly Disney Plus is actually doing, but folks, thanks to The Acolyte and some Disney publicists who were snoozing on the job and not really thinking about what they were saying, we now have a good idea of how badly Disney Plus is doing, and the answer is very, very badly indeed. So I just thought I'd take a moment and call it to your attention.
Hey, Disney claims all sorts of extravagant things all the time. It makes good press, and yet, have you discovered something they proclaimed as great news that actually reveals just how bad things are going?
Harvey Cthulhu, you hit the nail on the head. Now, normally I would at this point state this is a rumor and to take it with a grain of salt, but the thing about this particular situation is you don't really need any insider information to reach any conclusions here. You just need to think logically about what Disney has to say about The Acolyte and about Disney Plus. A couple of weeks ago, I received the following message from my Hollywood spies about what Disney said about the opening 2 episodes of The Acolyte and what this tells us. When you peer through the supposed hype, this paints a damning picture of what's really happening on Disney Plus. Here's the message that Disney sent out trying to get people excited to watch The Acolyte. IMDb puts it this way, quote, "The Acolyte breaks records with 4.8 million views on Disney Plus debut." Disney Plus's newest Star Wars series made an impressive debut with 4.8 million views on its first day. This premiere marks the streamer's biggest series launch of 2024, unquote. Well, that's all well and good, I suppose, and on the surface it sounds impressive, but is it actually impressive? Or is it a stinging indictment of just how bad Disney Plus is doing? Apparently, Disney and their media lackeys subsequently realized they had screwed the pooch with that announcement, and my Hollywood spies sum up the problem with all of this quite nicely. Quote, "So the media is now in full panic mode over the major news they reported that Disney Plus broke records with a show at 4.8 million views. What the lamestream media didn't stop to think about was, if The Acolyte was breaking records with 4.8 million views, just how poorly is everything else performing? Let's dive deeper. Allegedly, Disney Plus has 125 million subscribers. True or not, this is what Disney claims. 4.8 million viewers means less than 10% even bothered to tune in and check Acolyte out. Basically, 90+% said, yeah, we're paying $20 to $30 a month for this. Basically, 90+% said, yeah, we are paying 20 to 30 bucks a month for this service and we have no interest in seeing a show on a service we pay for. Our Bothan spy inside Disney feels it will be somewhere around 5%-ish of the audience watched, unquote.
That is absolutely pathetic. And that's the record they proclaim proudly in their press releases, that it's exceptional performance for Disney Plus to have 5% of their subscribers watch their shit. Doomcock, that's like you being proud of getting 17,000 views on a video. Plus, don't forget, that figure is even worse than it seems, because apparently, that 4.8 million views is divided up between the two episodes. So basically, it's like 2.4 million watched each one. At least that's how it averages out, though I imagine a lot less watched the second episode after seeing how horrible the first was.
Indeed, Skull of Calderon. I have close to 340,000 subscribers. 5% for me would be 17,000 views, and when I get 17,000 views on something, which never happens, I want to jump off a cliff. And my subscriptions are free. Can you imagine making something so bad that only 5% of your subscribers can even be bothered to check it out when it drops? Still, let's be fair. Let's see how the Acolyte fared over the first 5 days. According to kpopmap.com, quote, released on the 5th, Acolyte recorded a global viewership of 4.8 million in just 1 day and reached 11.1 million views within 5 days, unquote. Okay, so granted that number, with an alleged subscriber base of 125 million, what does that mean?
It means they missed 10% viewership by that much.
Exactly, Maxwell Smart. Now, 12.5 million would be 10% of 125 million. So if they got 11.1 million, that means that after 5 days, around 9% of all Disney Plus subscribers bothered to watch The Acolyte. And I'm fairly certain the ratings must only go down from there. And bear in mind, they're touting The Acolyte as breaking records on Disney Plus, which begs the question, if Acolyte is their best performance, what's their average performance look like? And what, God forbid, is their worst? I can't imagine, folks. The Acolyte is a pile of shit. Most of the stuff that has been done under the Disney Star Wars banner is garbage, and I am not surprised in the slightest that people are avoiding it like the plague. Because really, when you get down to it, wokeness really is a plague. And apparently at Disney, mediocrity is contagious. From the center of the earth, this is Victor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.